Constantly wanting to outdo myself. The most sentimental set. I want to bring it back to like why we cheer. Their purpose is actually on the tank top. Pop off. Hey guys, we're back. Hello my friends, what's up? Welcome back to another video. We have a big one today. We're just gonna jump right in. I am extra excited to bring you guys through the process of making a custom set for TGLC. Every time, it doesn't get old. Every time, anytime I make something for TGLC, I have a moment. It's just like, there is the fangirl moment in there. Like it has to come out. In case you're new around here, hi, my name is Sophia. I make a lot of things. We make a lot of custom clothing, accessories, apparel, etc. And today we are gonna be focusing on the process of making a custom set for Top Gun Large Co-ed, otherwise known as TGLC. We have made several things for TGLC in years past, whether it was a fun little set, one-off items, team gifts, all the things. But I think that this is the most sentimental set that we have ever created for TGLC or for like anyone period. There's obviously a few key factors that we always know going into creating a set, or specifically that we knew going into creating this set. TGLC has this theme this year, EMTG, where this like, you know, the whole saving lives type of thing. Obviously have the colors of like Top Gun, which is the black, the gold, the silver, the yellow, like, you know, all of those. But they also had their specific like team colors for this year, which was like the blues, the reds, the whites, like that kind of vibe. We wanted this set specifically to be themed, and we just knew like pop off, like that's what we had going into it. So I've been trying to come up with a design for TGLC for almost 3 weeks. Our thought process when it comes to TGLC specifically, we've always wanted the sets or the things that we make for that team to have very special meanings to it, right? I think where I struggle a lot is in just like constantly wanting to outdo myself. Everything that I've made for them has always been very personal to the team. I don't want it to be the same thing because I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I could put their names on it, but like, is that kind of just like done? Like, it's like been there, done that. Like, I want it to be different, but I'm like really struggling to come up with something that doesn't look like the last 3 things that I've done for them. In all of the things that we've created for that team, we wanted to add a special element to the set or the item or the piece that really just made it extra special and unique to the athlete that would be receiving it. The first set that we did for them had their call signs on the tank top, so each tank top literally had the person's like name on it. The second set that we did had like the movie credits on the back, which literally detailed out their season with like the coaches, that person's name. For their world's gifts that we did for them, we had like all of their team inside jokes literally combined and put together into a design so that they could all have that. So like, really, it's just, we always want to create something that is more like a memory or a memento of their season, but in an article of clothing, you know? But with this set, what was a little bit more interesting is that going into it, it was like at the beginning of the season, so we didn't really have like much. Like we had some stuff to kind of go off of, but like they didn't really have like inside jokes yet. Like they didn't really, you know what I mean? Like there wasn't too much to kind of make it so personal just yet, or so I thought. So we really tried to do like a deep dive into their whole like theme and the idea and the concept behind that. Their whole idea with the theme is bringing cheerleading back to life. Like let's bring that, what like cheerleading in your life, cheer is life, bring cheer back to life. Essentially cheer and life were the 2 things that we were like, okay, cheerleading, life, something with that, you know? So because we had done a lot with like their individual like names in the past on like the pieces of clothing and stuff, I didn't really want to make it personal in that way necessarily. Hi, could you do me a super huge favor? Could you ask every single person on TGLC what the following question? It would help me out so much. And the question is, what role does TGLC or cheerleading play in your life? We had this idea to actually ask every single person, every single member of TGLC, including the coaches, what role does cheerleading play in your life? They had no idea what it was going to be for, and honestly, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do with that yet. Basically, I was like, you know, this is a fun question, let's ask them and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it later. Even though we knew that we were going to somehow incorporate a personal touch or element or whatever to the design, we still needed like the foundation. So with this TGLC design, I think we finally got it. I was literally freaking out over this design, like just wanting it to be perfect. I had Demi ask TGLC, like everybody on the team, this question, and that question is, what role does TGLC play in your life? Because I want the tank top, like the design of it, I kind of want it to just bring it back to like, why do we do this? Like what, like, because a lot of people say like, oh, cheerleading is my life. Like it's about like life. Like it's about just enjoying it and it being such a huge part of your life and, you know, bringing that importance back. And I feel like a lot of times we can get really lost in the cheer industry, especially as like athletes. A lot of times like there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of things that go on. So I feel like sometimes the industry focuses a lot more on other things. And we want to bring it back to like why we cheer and like all that kind of stuff. So I was able to get their responses. They all sent in like little sentences. And I typed them all up literally exactly how they sent them. And I'm basically going to use this to create the story of the life behind TGLC and bringing that life back into cheer. And we're gonna kind of make it like the circle of life and just like coming back to, you know, the life behind cheer, you know, and we're gonna kind of like put it into this big spiral to kind of make it look like it's the circle of life, but it's the circle of the life behind TGLC, you know? So I don't know, I feel like it could be really, really good. I've just got to figure out how to like put all these words together to kind of like make a story, but I feel like it could be very, very personal to them, and for them to have like all season long is just like reminders and stuff. I don't know, I feel like it could be really good. Did a lot of research on the whole like EMT things, like EMT symbols and like designs and like different things like that. Nothing really stuck too much or stood out too much besides the obvious EMT symbol. So we were like, okay, let's put a sticky note on that because we're probably gonna end up using that since that is the EMT symbol. And then we also did know that with TGLC, we've never actually written out Top Gun large co-ed on anything that we've done. And we knew that we wanted Top Gun somehow on the tank top maybe or on the set somewhere. So I actually thought like maybe we can like write out Top Gun large co-ed on this in some way and like put TGLC on it still, but like maybe somewhere not quite so obvious. Like maybe we can do both or something, I don't know. So just because I'm a very visual person, I was like, okay, like let me literally like write out Top Gun large co-ed and just see like, see how that looks, right? And it was very obvious very quickly that writing out Top Gun large co-ed like straight across on a tank top was just too long. It was gonna take up too much space and like we need a little bit more. Like we gotta do something with that. And on top of that, if we write out Top Gun large co-ed, then I'm like, okay, TGLC somewhere. We also have all these sentences now that I've gotta do something with that, right? So just trying to figure out like putting that together and how we're gonna do that is now where the creativity juices had to start coming into play a little bit more. So really, we had the Top Gun large co-ed was one element over here, and then we had all of the athletes' sentences here, and then we had the EMT symbol that we were like, okay, like we should probably do something with that just because that kind of ties in the themed part of this set, you know, that kind of like really sells the theme. So those were the three things that I was like, okay, how are we gonna incorporate these things onto like a tank top? We thought, okay, maybe we can like put it in a circle somehow, like maybe not a full spiral, but we can do like Top Gun and then like large co-ed so that it makes a circle. And then all of a sudden we had a foundation and we had like kind of a design that started creating itself a little bit. So if we have Top Gun large co-ed in like a circle here, we could make that like really big to kind of take up the majority of the tank top. And then with the EMT symbol, we thought, okay, maybe we can put that like in the middle of the Top Gun large co-ed, but then we have this big space in between. That's where the sentences are gonna go. We also wanted to put the jag paw inside it to make it look a little bit more like a logo. And then it's got the Top Gun large co-ed on there. Then to add that special element, we actually were able to put together all of the sentences from the athletes and the coaches and almost make it tell a story. So all of these athletes' sentences and their purpose and their what role does cheerleading play in my life is actually on the tank top, and it goes in a spiral from the outside inwards, and it goes in a full spiral, so it's literally like you're reading a story on this tank top. We wanted to add some rhinestones to the tank tops, obviously, and at first we thought, okay, putting the Top Gun large co-ed in rhinestones was the most obvious thing, but it also seemed a little strange to me to have this outside of the circle in rhinestones and then everything inside it to just be flat. I felt like there wouldn't have been enough dimension. Also, the Top Gun large co-ed being fully in rhinestones would have been a little too much and also too heavy, we thought. So we ended up just doing an outline of Top Gun large co-ed and doing a red outline around those letters and also doing a blue outline around the EMT logo. There's a great amount of dimension there so that it flows, there's movement, it also makes sense. I still wanted to put TGLC on there though, because I feel like, you know, if I was an athlete, I would want it to say TGLC somewhere. Like, I don't know, it's just something about it literally saying TGLC that was like, we gotta put that somewhere. So another concept that we had for a design was to do a heartbeat and put TGLC in the heartbeat somehow. So we thought, okay, that could actually look really cool if we put it on the back of the tank top and we did like the literal like symbol of a heartbeat, and right in the middle we put TGLC going down, kind of like down the spine, and then continue the heartbeat. So it's like TGLC is in the center of like your heartbeat, you know, because like, you get what I mean? Because the sentences were so many words, so many letters, we were not going to be able to do that in vinyl. We knew that we were going to sublimate the tank top, which meant, okay, white tank top, since that was also one of their like colors. So we could do like the red Top Gun large co-ed going around, the sentences in black to kind of make them stand out a little bit, and the EMT logo in a blue. And that gave us a little bit of wiggle room moving into the sports bra and the shorts. For the sports bra, because their color was like the blues and like the red and a little bit of white, I thought, okay, let's do the sports bra in blue. And fun fact, the sports bra that TGLC got is actually my clothing brand. Every piece of clothing that is shown in this video is actually my clothing brand, Peachy Pia. The sports bra may or may not be available by the time this video goes up, but if it's not available yet, then it should be very, very soon. So you can definitely go on Peachy Pia and check that out if you want. The shorts are the Peachy shorts, also available online. Super, super comfortable and fun. The brand is focused on positivity. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. Specifically with this sports bra for TGLC, we wanted them to have a fun and unique style bra, but still like traditional and, you know, good for literally practicing cheerleading and, you know, doing all of their stunts and their tumbling and everything. Kind of made the sports bra in a cut that was similar to a standard racer back in the front, but then on the back it's got like that extra like 3 straps that go across with the 1 strap, and the 1 strap is a little bit thicker, you know, as well. So it's still supportive, but it adds like a fun little flair to it. And then on the front of the sports bra, we thought about writing out Top Gun large co-ed on the bra just to kind of match it the way that it is on the tank top, but it would have been too big for the sports bra because the sports bra has less space. So we were trying to figure out a way to kind of still put Top Gun large co-ed on there, but make it look proportional to the bra. So we thought, okay, maybe we put TGLC on the bra as like the main focal point and just like a nice like in-your-face block rhinestone, and then we can actually put Top Gun large co-ed smaller underneath it so that it almost looks like it's the letters TGLC and then what those letters stand for underneath it of like Top Gun large co-ed, you know what I mean? So we thought, okay, that's a really fun and different way that we can put both on there with it making sense, you know? And to kind of switch up the vibe and like add some texture to it, we thought to put the TGLC in like a monochromatic stone and the Top Gun large co-ed written out in like a white vinyl, just to add some texture to it and make it a little bit more fun, stand out a little bit. And then finally with the shorts, it was kind of the most obvious what we were gonna do with those. We were just gonna pull in that EMT symbol once again with the jackpot inside it. And because the shorts are black, the sports bra is blue, we thought, okay, let's put the EMT logo there in in red with the white jackpot just so it stands out, and it kind of gives that more like saving lives, like lifeguard, like that kind of vibe to that symbol specifically, and just ties in the whole set. So with this design, with this set, we really wanted to create something that they wouldn't be expecting, but that was still just such a pretty and nice set, and also a great memory of the season. I always have so much fun anytime I get the opportunity to make something for TGLC, because like they're literally TGLC and they're just so iconic, and I love being able to make something for them, because I just imagine like that feeling of like making your dream team, and it's like you finally made it, and getting your first piece of clothing or your first sports bra or tank top that says the team name on it. It's just such a moment, and it always just warms my heart so much anytime I get to make something for anyone who's on that team. Like it's such a cool feeling. I hope that everybody on that team absolutely loves the set. I feel so blessed and grateful to even have the opportunity to make something for them. I hope that they love it. If you are interested in getting custom items, apparel, accessories, whatever for your group, your team, yourself, your friends, your family, literally whoever, definitely make sure to reach out to us on Peaches and Crafts. I'll have the information down below. Send us a form. I would love to get the chance to work with every single one of you. I love making things for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you super soon in the next video. Bye!